From AccuWeather.com, this is AccuWeather Daily, a brief host-read article. It's weather news in a nutshell. The fall and early winter have been active, with multiple rounds of rain and mountain snow out in the west. And while this has helped to alleviate drought conditions and boosted the snowpack there, the ground is becoming saturated. AccuWeather meteorologists are warning that the continued precipitation will increase the risk of flooding and mudslides. With Christmas this week, most people will be traveling by plane, train, and automobile. The repeated rounds of rain and snow are likely to cause people to drive more slowly and also delay airport travel. Travel conditions could begin to deteriorate as early as today in cities like Seattle and Portland. AccuWeather senior meteorologist Heather Zehr said travelers immediately ahead of the Christmas holiday will have to contend with wet roads along much of the West Coast, from the Canadian border all the way to California. By Monday night and through Tuesday and Tuesday night, a new storm will come ashore, and precipitation will fall as far south as Los Angeles. Zehr said rain will be heaviest tonight into tomorrow morning across northern California and southwestern Oregon, and falling snow levels will allow rain to change to snow down to many passes. While amounts will not be excessive, roads may become slippery quickly after the snow begins, and then it will come down heavily during periods of the afternoon and evening. Oftentimes, snow levels rise and then fall throughout the duration of storms in the west. This can lead to other hazards besides just snow-covered and slippery roads. AccuWeather senior meteorologist Alex Sosnowski warned that shifting snow levels falling over the high country will increase the risk of avalanches with each storm as the increasing snow cover becomes more unstable. For anyone traveling in the west on Christmas Day, most of the region will enjoy a brief respite from the rain and the snow. An exception will be some snow showers in the Intermountain West. By late in the day and then overnight, the next storm will be barreling into the Pacific Northwest. Seattle will have periods of rain in the afternoon, while Portland can have a couple of showers late in the day. That next storm is also likely to have a fair amount of wind with it, especially as it initially moves inland on Wednesday and into Thursday morning. With saturated ground and wind, there will be a risk for at least localized power outages. The highest risk would be along the immediate coast, where winds are expected to be the strongest. Now, with storms through this week and potentially even into the weekend, rain amounts will start to add up. Even though snow levels will rise and fall, the highest peaks will likely have snow through the duration of the storms. Above pass level in the mountains, especially the Washington Cascades and the Sierra Nevada, snow will likely total 2 to 4 feet. Looking farther down the road, there may be a break in the storm parade toward New Year's Eve and New Year's Day. Switching gears a little bit here, you may have heard of Florida's python problem, or seen strolling alligators, alligators carrying pythons, or even falling iguanas. Well, now authorities in Florida are urging residents to steer clear of wild monkeys roaming the state. In a Facebook post on December 16th, the Orange City Police Department warned people not to feed monkeys after there have been numerous sightings reported. Authorities say they've received multiple recent reports of monkey sightings in Orange County, which is about 30 miles north of Orlando. Similar sightings have been noted in nearby Deltona and DeBerry. Along with advising locals not to feed the monkeys, they are also requesting that any sightings be reported to the Florida Fish and Wildlife Conservation Commission. The FWC has identified several species of wild monkeys in the state, none of which are native. These monkeys can carry serious diseases such as herpes B, which can be transmitted to humans. Now, back in 2018, the FWC enacted a rule that prohibited feeding wild monkeys, making it a second-degree misdemeanor, punishable by up to 60 days in jail and a fine of up to $500. The rule defines feeding as placing food or garbage or allowing the placement of food or garbage in a manner that attracts wild monkeys. The agency warns that feeding these animals can encourage them to approach people and pets, heightening the risk of aggressive behavior, including biting and scratching, and increasing the likelihood of disease transmission. That's all for now. You can find more stories and regional forecasts at AccuWeather.com. And for your latest forecast at your fingertips, download the AccuWeather app. Enjoy the rest of your day. I'll be back tomorrow with more from AccuWeather.